Hey YouTubers, Glenda here. It's been a while since I made a video. I am making this video partially because there's things I want to share with you, and partly because I've been getting a lot of emails and comments saying, gee, why haven't you made any videos lately? So the reason I haven't is because I've been working on some books. One of the books is about to be released. I finally hit the final stage last night. In the wee hours of the morning. It's a book of all the prophecies from the Wings of Prophecy site that a lot of people asked for, but I had to pray about it for a while and see if it was what the Lord wanted to do. So I've been really busy with that. Also, I'm writing the second book in the companion series and another book at the same time. So that's where I've been. Anyway, thank you for being interested in the videos. I want to share with y'all some prophetic words that I've gotten lately that really strike me as being really important, I guess is the way to put it. They're all important, but these have kind of a theme that I just thought you might want to be alerted to. And you guys can see what you think. If you want to read these and the rest of the words, you can go to www.wingsofprophecy.com. That's my website. This word was given to me on May 10th of this year, and it's called America, America. And I'm just going to read it to you. It's not very long. Oh, America, America, why do you fight for what is wrong and abandon those who speak what is right? So shall you be left desolate in the day of your judgments. You claim to know what is right, yet you do what is wrong in the darkness of your chambers. And when he said chambers, I saw like the rooms in the White House, like government rooms, chambers. In your heart is only blackness, and no mercy shall be shown you in that day. I shall bring another, great and mighty, to tear you to pieces. It shall crush you under its feet and trample your beauty, and you shall be no more. You refuse to show mercy, and so shall you be refused mercy in your time of destruction. Woe to you who call evil good and good evil, and who seek your own glory at the price of others' heads. So shall your own head have a price among the nations, and you shall be hunted and destroyed. Prepare, my people, for the end of America looms near. She has many enemies who secretly want to see her brought down, and so shall it be done, for the Lord of hosts has spoken it. And I looked for scriptures to reinforce what the Lord had spoken to me, and I found Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And Jeremiah 13:10. This evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their heart, and walk after other gods to serve them and to worship them, shall even be as this girdle which is good for nothing. That's when he had Jeremiah tie the girdle around. Matthew 5:7, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Okay, so that was the word America, America from May 10th. And he gave me a word on May 29th called, Will You Deny Me? And it said, I'm not going to read all of it, but I'll read parts of it. Tell my children to prepare, for chaos lies ahead. In the near future, a time such as never before it, when chaos shall reign on the earth, and orderliness and the law will seem a thing of the past. This shall strike fear in the hearts of many, but especially those who do not know me. And the end of this, he said, Will you leave me after all I have done for you in this life and the one to come? Will you deny my name in the time soon to come? So I thought that was a pretty interesting word. On June 21st, he gave me a word called America has become a festering wound. Not a pretty thing to think about. And it started out, indeed, hard times are coming soon, my child, to all the people of the earth, especially America. America has become a festering wound in my sight. Her sin knows no bounds. She proudly and brazenly flaunts her evil ways for all the world to see without remorse. For this she shall be greatly punished. And he goes on to talk about the hard times that are coming, and about the, the people, we call them the preppers, the people that are getting ready for what's coming. He talks about that, and he's talked about that over and over in these words over the last year and a half since the wing site began. He's talked about how we make preparations, but the real preparation he wants us to make is to get into his word, to worship him, to draw closer to him, that is what is going to sustain us when these times come and when things get so unbelievably hard in the earth. And America will be especially hard hit because her cup of sin is full. Other nations will also be hit and may already be being hit. But the main preparations that we need to make are in our relationship with him. You know, he can get us through things that no amount of provision, no shelter, no amount of stored up food, no amount of weapons are going to get you through. And he's the only one who knows how each person should prepare depending on where you live, because he knows where the stuff's going to hit. So, okay, then on July 5th, which was just the other day, Thursday, he gave me a word called Fortify Yourselves. And this one's kind of lengthy. I'm not going to read it all. I talked about it on my blog talk program. Events are heating up on the world scene, my children, and conditions are about to get very bad in some areas. And when he said some areas, in the spirit I saw certain places or certain nations or parts of nations, so not everywhere right immediately. He said, time is quickly running out and there is no time for turning back or turning away from me. You must guard your hearts with all diligence, for much of what you see will incite fear in you, and you shall be tempted to stop believing in me. That's pretty scary, y'all. If it's going to be bad enough, it's going to test us to the point that we're tempted to stop believing in the living God, who is our only hope. We really need to give this some thought. The enemy will try to make the most of this. And you know, that is something that Satan does. If your circumstances get bad, he's going to try to exploit that and say, well, see, God doesn't care about you. If he loved you, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't let that happen. He will always try to exploit that. He'll always try to take your eyes off of God and put them on your circumstances and make you doubt God. Make you doubt the things that God has said in his word, just like he did with Eve. So he said, when this happens, remind yourselves of all that was foretold in my holy word and realize what you are seeing is simply the fulfillment of my promises about the end. Okay, that word is called Fortify Yourselves. If you're interested in receiving the prophetic words, you can go to wingsofprophecy.com and sign up. Every time a word is posted at 4 a.m. the next morning, my time, it'll email that word out to everybody that's subscribed. And I'm going to try to make a few more videos today because I'm so far behind making videos. And I'll go over a few more of the prophetic words. And if you're interested in the prophetic, there's a good group of other people who are interested in the prophetic, and some of them flow in the prophetic, that gather sometimes in the chat room on the wing site too that you might be interested in. So God bless you, and thanks for watching.